Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I owe this explanation to you. I'm getting this question quite a bit on my Instagram, and it's, Truckmaster, I just got a diesel, what is the first mods I should be looking at? And this is just my personal preference, my personal take on it, so let's go ahead and get right into it. It's a 2007 LBZ Duramax Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD 4x4 with the Allison transmission. And this is going to correlate for a lot of models of Duramaxes, such as the LB7, the LOYs, the LBZs, and the LMMs. Unfortunately, I don't really want to talk too much about the LMLs because I don't own one. I have owned all the other series previous to that other than the LOY, but I do have quite a bit of knowledge on the LOY as well. So let's just say that this Duramax is 100% completely stock. It has no aftermarket components in the engine. It's just a stock Duramax. As you can tell, it's not. There's a lot of things that I have. You know, I have the big Ryan's Diesel Service 68mm turbo. I have all WCFAB pipework, cold side, hot side piping, YBridge, up pipes, down pipe. Well, not up pipes. Down pipe. Only one up pipe, which is on the passenger side. So got a lot going on here. Built transmission. Oh, another thing, just to throw it in there, Truckmaster is the coupon code so far for, because I know you guys ask me coupon codes all the time. That's what I have right now running for WCFAB on their website to save you guys some money. And I know Ryan's Diesel Service, use a coupon code Truckmaster. It's going to save you some money. So, anyways, the first things that I would definitely look into, guys, is a cold air intake, okay? Or just a intake. I hate using the word cold air. Sometimes you can't tell when you install one of these. Lowering the air temperature when you're sucking it into your engine really just depends on how your setup is. And you guys are absolutely right. I know some of you have commented on the open side style type intake right here, where you're literally sucking the hot air back into your intake. Yeah, that I could see that as a possibility, but at the same time, it is a dry filter. It is sucking the air from inside here while I'm driving. So if it's sitting and idling, I can see that it's sucking some of that hot air into the intake. But either way, it's a great intake, very high flow, less restrictive bends. It's more open. I believe that's a 4-inch intake. 4-inch pipe going into it. Also, it's not just WCFAB isn't the end all. I know that S&B makes some really great intakes as well. First modification, guys, go ahead and knock out that intake, okay? Now for you LOY folks, I would definitely suggest a mouthpiece. You can use your existing mouthpiece on your LMMs and your LBZs, but that mouthpiece right there, and what a mouthpiece is it's the air intake piece right here that actually connects right down into your turbo. That's where it ducts to. And I know that it's very restrictive, so I suggest, you know, look into SMB, WCFAB, SDP, so on and so forth for some really good high quality mouthpieces that will go to your turbo. Let's go ahead and go to the very next thing that I would consider, and that would be a exhaust, gentlemen. Exhaust, right? Or ladies if you're watching. Right now I'm running the 4-inch Sinister diesel 4-inch exhaust, but regardless of whatever the brand it is, it's a 4-inch, and I know that's stainless steel, so it's going to last a lot longer than just a steel one. Either way, guys, run the exhaust, okay? You can't have one without the other. Consider that. Intake, exhaust. So second mod would be your exhaust, aftermarket. I would like to focus on fuel. Obviously, I'm getting air, so I would like to consider fuel as an option. And that would be your lift pump. Now, I'm not going to say that FASS is better than AirDog. They both have their pros and cons. I know they both do the same thing. What does a lift pump even do? It filtrates your fuel, and it gets rid of the air, that dirt, all that stuff that's inside of your fuel, and it delivers it back to your engine as pure diesel fuel. And that's what you want, guys. You want to keep those injectors nice and clean because it's going to last a lot longer and maintain longevity. When you're running a lift pump on your Duramax, it's going to take less pressure off your CP3 or CP4, and it's going to keep your CP3 lasting a lot longer as well, okay? All right, let's go on to the very next mod that I would consider, and that would be a race fuel valve. What a race fuel valve does is it just maintains that fuel rail pressure. That's the most important thing right now, because when you're starting to sink money into this, you know, you got your intake, your exhaust, your tune, your lift pump, it's going to start really dropping in pressure. You're gonna notice the difference when you're getting on it. So maintain that. consider a race fuel valve, guys. It's a cheap mod and it's definitely worth going for. Very next thing that I would consider is a Egr Delete. Okay, an Egr Delete, really what that is you're just getting rid of your Egr Cooler, you're getting rid of your Egr valve, and your truck isn't reburning that exhaust a second time in your engine. It's only going out once, and that I think is very important because you're not gunking up your internals, your runners, your YBridge, so on and so forth, with just nasty unburnt fuel and soot. So that's kind of where I'm getting at, guys. I would delete that Egr as soon as possible if you can get away with it. If you can't, then don't. Get rid of the Egr Cooler. Once you do that, I would consider the LB7 style up pipe, which is right here, which doesn't have that leg anymore that goes to your cooler. It's just one direct pipe that goes straight to your turbo, underneath your turbo, where it connects to your turbo pedestal. And last but not least, I don't want to drag this video on because I can really do some talking about this, but I want to get right to it. Your tuning, okay? Once you've deleted your Egr, your truck may go into reduced power mode. It may not. You may not even see a light. I know a lot of guys that own LOYs, they've never even had a dummy or a check engine light pop up. But if that does happen, obviously you're gonna want to tune it anyways. Just do it. Just go ahead and go straight for it, man. EFI Live is the way to go. And what I'm talking about here is your DSP5 switch. And what it's gonna do is it's just going to change the timing, how your truck runs. And here's my DSP5 switch. My hottest tune right here is set at, which is number 5, would be set at 150 horsepower. And then if you go back, that would be, I believe it's the race tune. And then number 3 would be your turbo brake, which is awesome, especially when you're under load. You're going on a downhill, you put it on that turbo brake, it'll actually, it's almost like a Jake brake. It'll slow your engine down. So you're not using as much brake on your brake pedal and your trailer brakes, and it sounds freaking awesome, trust me. And then 2 would be like your just regular normal tune, running tune, econ tune, and then that would be your optimized stock. Number 1 is considered optimized stock. So you get all these different cool little features. It gets rid of that annoying check engine light, and it will not throw your diesel engine into reduced power mode. I hope this video was helpful. I know it kind of ran a little bit, but that's just my take on modifications that you should consider doing to your Duramax if you guys want to start jumping into that game of modifications. So I want you guys to continue to stay tuned for the transfer case reveal on my channel. It's going to be very exciting. I can't wait for that to happen. The truck hasn't even been started yet. Well, actually, my wife almost started it when I did the key fob from Boost Auto Parts, that little cool retrofit key fob. She almost started the Duramax, but it's been sitting here. I haven't been driving it. Been driving the Tahoe around, but I'm going to keep you guys in tune with everything that I do to the Duramax. You guys know my style, man. Every time I do a modification, I document it and I put it on YouTube so we can all learn together. This is pretty awesome. I'm really excited. I can't wait for that next mod. So anyways, you guys let me know in the comments what you think about my explanation on when you buy a diesel, what are the first things to consider, and if there's something that I missed, go ahead and put it in the comments below. It's going to help somebody else out. Okay, that's all the time that I have for today. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.